WolfGxngDon, never lacking. 2K bills to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
Alright man, it took me a little bit to find this build, but I finally got it, man. I got a decent KD type build. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. Go ahead and get locked in. I'm gonna be dropping crazy builds all of 2K23. But alright, let's get into it. So first things first, small forward, left hand, jersey number 35. You gotta show respect to the legend, bro. Now for the body settings, we're going 6'10", 200 pounds with a 7'2" wingspan, and I went with slight just because, hey man, dude KD kind of slight as far as like build goes. But alright, let's get into these attributes, man. So in order to get a really decent build, I actually gave him a little bit of everything. So, you know, he has close shot, you know, all of the things finishing except for post control. So alright, we're going with a 75 for the close shot. For driving layup, we will be going with an 87. I didn't want to go like too high with the driving layup because I still wanted the build to be able to dunk something vicious. So with the driving dunk, we're going with an 86. Now with the standing dunk, I didn't want to go too crazy, but in order to make this build super OP, I did give him a decent standing dunk. So with the standing dunk, we're taking that up to an 80, and we already have 18 finisher badges. I already know this build is going to be dope. You will be able to get into those tier 3 badges, so you'll definitely be able to get posterizer. And we got a lot of decent badges in tier 2 for this build to be 6'10". Now, alright, with the shooting, you know I had to go crazy on the shooting. The mid-range, we're going to take that up to an 80, which is more than enough to go ahead and knock down a lot of shots, man. If you've been playing this game, you know the middies are some of the easiest shots to hit that people don't take a lot. So for the 3-point shot, we're going to take this up to an 88. Go ahead and max that bad boy out. And for the free throw, like I always say in pretty much all of my videos so far in next gen, you want to make sure you take the free throw up to at least a 70 so you're not leaving so many points at the line. And the free throw that I use, that I love, that I stand by, is free throw 7, bro. If you haven't tried it out, it is a fast free throw. It'll remind you a lot of your actual jump shot. I use the stick to shoot free throws just because it's super easy. And yeah, I knock those down at a high clip. Now for the pass accuracy, I had to go kind of high with this. I think KD is a very decent passer, and for a build that's going to be at the 3, I feel like at the 3, maybe the 4, I feel like you're going to need some pass accuracy. So I went with a pass accuracy of 85. Now for the ball handle, I took it all the way up. It does max out at an 81, and I did the same thing on speed with ball in order to, you know, be able to get some decent dribbles, and I got it to a 73. Now, in order to make this build nice and well-rounded, you will want to put some interior defense on here. You know, we're going with a 67 for the interior defense. Now, for the perimeter, go ahead and go all the way up to an 80, man. This build does need to be able to guard people on the perimeter. You know, we don't get clamps on this build because the build is 6'10", but if you want to go 6'9" in order to be able to get clamps, that'll definitely be something that I would recommend. Now, for steal, we're going to take that up to a 77 so we can play those passing lanes, man. It's super important to be able to do that this year, mostly because the gameplay is a little bit slower, so you'll actually be able to get some very decent, you know, steal animations as long as you actually have interceptor on, bro. That's very important. Make sure you have the badge on. Now, if you do want to be able to get interceptor on silver, because we do have it in tier 3, you'll have to go up on your wingspan a little bit so you can get the steal up to a 78. Now for the block, because blocks are so easy to come by, except for those chase downs, we're gonna go ahead and put that up to an 85. Now with the defensive rebound, we're gonna give him a decent defensive rebound. We're gonna take it up to a 70 and leave the offensive rebound at 35. I don't plan on using this build down in the post. I'm not gonna be down there on offense, so I'm not too worried about the offensive rebound itself. Now for these physicals, because we don't lack on the physicals on this channel, we're going to take the speed up to an 80. We're going to take the acceleration up to a 70. The strength, you will want some strength on this build. We're going to take that up to a 66, just because, you know, we didn't really have that many points left over after everything else. With the vertical, we're going to take that up to a 70 so we can get some decent dunks, man. And now, last but not least, we're going to give it a 90 stamina. You will need a little bit of stamina on this build because it can dribble. So you don't want to be out there huffing and puffing after a couple dribble moves. So make sure you put that stamina on. Now we got a final badge count of 18, 23, 21, and 16. A very well-rounded build. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving so we can talk about some of these takeovers. Me personally, if I'm making a KD build, there's only two ways to go with this in my mind. You either go ankle breaking shots in limitless range, or you know, like maybe like a finishing moves or in spot up or something like that. But I would go with double shot take on this one. The other ones that you get other than shot creator, slashing, and shooting is lockdown. And the lockdown takes, from what I can tell, is like the best way to be able to get on-ball steals. So like extreme clamps, perimeter badge drop, something like that will definitely help you get on-ball steals, because those have been hard to come by in 2K in the past couple of years. Now we're going to go ahead and complete the build so you can see the shades of. I didn't just name it a KD build. I actually got KD in the shades of and some other very good players, man. I got Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, and Paul George. We have made a 3-level scorer. I prefer to actually have better names than this, but you know, and I got a dope build name coming up very soon, probably my next upload. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and test the build so we can talk about some of these badges that you're gonna want to put on. So first and foremost, we're gonna start off with shooting. One of the badges that I love, that I stand by, you know what I'm saying? Now, Claymore, bro. Put Claymore on if you can. I'm definitely suggesting put it on at least silver. That's how I run it on my 6'9" shooting guard, and I've been loving the badge a lot. I see it pop up quite a bit. Now, in order to make this play like KD, you're gonna want to put Agent 3s on. You know, we get it on tier 2, so that's definitely something you can use to your advantage. And then guard up. I love guard up. Guard up is a dope badge, and we already fulfilled the requirement for the shooting badges. Now we're able to go to tier 3, so we can get limitless range on silver. Deadeye is definitely something you're gonna want to use, and then, you know, after you core either Deadeye or limitless range, I would highly suggest putting on catch and shoot. Also, something you can do, you can take a point off one of these, you know what I'm saying? Put this down to silver, go ahead and core this so you can get some of these other badges. So now we can get catch and shoot on there, and we can catch and shoot on gold. You can do it like that, but also remember those 4 extra badges. Unfortunately, they did patch the +8 glitch, so you won't be able to do that, bro. If you didn't get to take advantage of that, bro, I'm sorry to hear it, because it was a banger, bro. I'm gonna show y'all something crazy one of these days. I actually got to do the glitch on one of my builds, and it's dope. I ended up with 33 shooting badges on my shooting guard build. Made it super OP, and I almost have all my badges unlocked. Now, we're gonna talk about this defense. For the defense on this build, something actually dope. Because you made this build so tall, you can pretty much ignore everything in tier 3. You don't need none of that. Everything you need will be in this area. You don't get clamped, so you really don't gotta worry about that. But we can go ahead and put chase down artist on bronze, challenger on silver, and then you can just go crazy with the rest of these badges, bro. You have 9 badge points that you can spend in tier 1, and you don't really need any of the things in tier 3, like I said. And if you do want to be able to box out something like that, you can go ahead and put the thing down there. If I had extra badges on this build, I'm going into shooting to see if I can somehow finesse my way into blinders, bro. Because you only need 5 points to get blinders on bronze. I will go ahead and take 1 out of catch and shoot, extra 4, just so you can put it on there and get blinders. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. Let me know what y'all think about this build down in the comment section, man. I will catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace. Now, something that makes this build extra special, bro, this build does get killer combos in tier 1. I have not seen any other builds, you know, like this build that have it in tier 1. Let me know if y'all have, or if y'all got one, because I definitely need to know what that gameplay is looking like. But yeah, I get clamp breaker and killer combos in tier 1. This build can dribble, so it'll definitely be worth using, bro. So yeah, clamp breaker and killer combos, definitely 2 you want to put on. Handles for days, put that on. Hyperdrive, you're going to need that. And then quick first step, of course. Now, the rest of these badges is completely up to you. Honestly, don't feel like you need a lot of them, but unpluckable, definitely something you're gonna want to put on. But outside of that, I don't think any of these other ones are necessary, so you have a lot of extra badge points to get what you want to get. We do only have quick first step on silver. It's probably one of the only weaknesses that I see in the playmaking section of this build. There's a few that I wish we had higher, but that is what it is. You still got break starter, bailout, vice grip, special delivery, and mismatch expert to definitely help you get the ball. 2 who needs to get the ball. Like, this build does have the pass accuracy to be dope. And something that I just saw, you can go ahead and put floor general on, man. Make your teammates a little bit better. And let's see with this last badge. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on special delivery just to make it easier for you to grind badges in my career, because I know y'all boys is in my career, just like me, bro. I know y'all in my career. Go ahead and grind in badges. Put that special delivery on to help you get them faster. And I would highly suggest going to the Bucks if you haven't already. And as far as the finishing badges go, these are some of the badges that I've been having a lot of success with. Posterizer, that goes without saying that you're gonna need that. Make sure you go ahead and core that, and now you have an extra 6 badges to use. You can get Giant Slayer, Acrobat, you know what I'm saying? You can add more to Pro Touch, whatever you want to do in this build. It has a lot of flexibility. But these are the ones I run so far. Posterizer on silver, Fearless Finisher on bronze. I guess I can go ahead and put that up to gold. Go ahead and put Limitless Takeoff up to gold. And I still got 3 left with Pro Touch on gold as well, and Slithery Finisher on silver. One of the badges that I would highly suggest putting on in case you want to go finish over those centers, because you know most centers are like 6'11", you know what I'm saying, 7 foot, 7'2", 7'3". The centers are big, so you can put Giant Slayer on. You know, this one boosts the shot percentage of layups when mismatched against a taller defender, and reduces the ability, the possibility of getting blocked. Is definitely something that you can look into if you want to add a little something extra to your builds.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the